there. My name's Cody, and I'm voting for Bernie because he's the only one out there that doesn't treat socialism like a four-letter word.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm voting for Bernie because I feel like he's kind of a big picture guy. Sees what actually is important. It's not like the money is. He's like the only one who I see as a humanitarian, and so and that's I feel like something like I trust something. So that's why I'm voting for Bernie.
I'm Joe, and I'm converted by simply because I've never seen a politician like Bill Clinton is any more than him. Fighting for the common man for close to 40 years. I'm here.
My name is Alex. I'm also is that okay?
I'm Alan. I voted for Obama in the precinct caucus, and I'm not real happy about this TPP business. And I think that Bernie is the only one who cares. I'm not happy about black people being shot down in the street and the cops getting paid to leave. And Bernie's the only one who's going to take care of that. Like everything that Bernie's for, I was doing my research on my own so I wouldn't get influenced, but I'm like, this guy's right on in everything. His history voting against the Iraq War as a veteran, that shows he knows, and he's not going to waste lives for corporate gains, you know. And unless it's Bernie, that's what we're going to continue to have. So.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm here for Bernie because I feel Bernie is this generation's John Kennedy. I think that this generation has a chance to do what my parents' generation did with John Kennedy. And I just feel like we don't get it this time. By next election cycle, big banks are going to control the country, and there's not going to be any going back. This is our last chance to go back. That's why I'm here.
I'm Carol. I can't vote, but if I could, I'd vote for Bernie because I like his stance on everything.
You could have said why you can't.
You've done your time.
I can't vote because I'm a Canadian in the United States. And I can't vote in either country.
My name is Jeff. I'm supporting Bernie because I agree with him quite strongly on almost all of the issues, certainly more than with any other candidate. I think he has a really good chance to win, unlike the other Democratic candidates.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I'm going to work for him because every time somebody brings up a new issue like privatization of prisons or the climate change, he says the right things. I was like, okay.
Hi, y'all. I'm Megan. I'm voting for Bernie Sanders because I believe in a fair and egalitarian society, and I believe that the United States can serve as an example to other countries about what it means to be the greatest country in the world, and not just say we're the greatest country in the world, but be it. Because I find a lot of talk, but not a lot of action. So, I'm so grateful for Bernie Sanders.
Hey, I'm John, and I'm voting for Bernie Sanders. Because he's with me on an issue that I think is of critical importance, and that's the TPP. That's going on right now. We're like about 6 weeks, maybe 6 weeks to defeat it. If we don't defeat it, I don't think anything else matters. That's my big issue. But he has other issues I agree with. And one of the best ones is this transaction tax to pay for education. That's really clever.
Yeah.
And the rest of everything he says is right on too.
My name is Patrick, and I'm supporting Bernie because I'm in opposition to corporations. And basically, I agree with what John said. That all the issues that he addresses, I believe be agreement with everything he said.
My name is Florence. I actually live here in this building. And I welcome you here. This is not my first political foray. I actually worked for local President Obama's campaign, so the first time in St. Morgan. And the second time, my husband and I were actually living in Panama, and so I worked with Democrats abroad to make sure that people from outside the country actually got to vote in. It really happened. And so the reason I'm here working for Bernie is because when I made a list of the issues that were near and dear to my heart, anti-fracking, anti-Monsanto, civil rights, income inequality, senior rights. I mean, if you live in this building, senior rights are important to me, Social Security, and all of that. So that's why Bernie's my
Okay, well, thank you. So this is the first of our meetings, this group. We're planning on having 2 meetings a month, so bi-weekly. Our first Wednesday of the month will be a Black Rock Coffee, and if you look at, you have little handouts, I have the information on the schedule, and so the meetings on the third Wednesday of the month will be here. Every meeting we'll try and do kind of a burning bulletin, which is what's going on in the national campaign. So keep your eyes and ears out for anything to bring to future meetings. Something that we were looking at this week was does everyone know about the Bernie Sanders Enough is Enough rally in Washington, D.C.?
Is that the one
Not real.
Well, it's going to be real. It's not right now, but it will be.
Yeah, and
They're doing basically what Bernie wants people to do and tells people to do it all the time. He says, if you want to start a grassroots movement and get a politician, you get all the people you know to come to a place and say, come to this place, we're going to have a town hall. And then you tell the politician, there's a bunch of people coming to this place, and they're expecting you to be at the town hall. And so this is what the thing in Washington is.
So what's happening with that now is the date was never set in stone because they have the Washington Mall. Yeah, Washington Mall has to be available. They originally had it for sometime in October, and now the mall is not available. So they're changing the date. So that's our news for this week is that it's not set in stone, so don't buy your tickets yet if you're wanting to go. There is also talk of making it a local.
Yeah, I actually talked to the gentleman who's actually running it. I'm an administrator for 3 different agencies in Minnesota, for Washington State, and for Women for Bernie. And And I actually talked to the guy today, and he said to me that what he's also looking at is getting the people on the wall in November, but also perhaps doing rallies in every single state capital all on the same day. And so I told him, look, we want us to march on Olympia, which Olympia needs. I am willing to set up a bus to take more people out there, so that's coming. So I hopefully will know something in the next couple of weeks, because if we're going to do this in November, we're going to need to get organized. So I just wanted to let you know. So I talked to him today.
Yeah, okay, you're good. Okay, so that's that. So now we're going to talk about the handouts that you've got. So the first thing you probably picked up, that's our agenda. It's just kind of what's going on tonight. And you can keep it. If you want, you can give it to us and recycle it. The next handout is at the top. It'll say important dates for Bernie Sanders activism. It's kind of a calendar of what's coming up. For the most part, it's just our meetings, and then we have the first Democratic debate held in Las Vegas on October 13th, second Democratic debate, Drake University, Iowa, and so on. What's happening this month is the Birch Bay Parade, August 29th. They'll be marching, wear your shirts, we have signs. There's a sign up for that over there. And then March 26th in 2016 is our precinct caucus, so that's also a notable date. This is a living, breathing document, so it will change as events arise. But still important. After that, we have the it says schedule of all primaries and caucuses. So it's this one, and it'll say that at the top. It says schedule of all primaries and caucuses. This has a schedule of all the primaries and caucuses in the entire country. The ones in February I had highlighted on Monday. I didn't highlight this one. Those are important because if you know somebody personally in any of these states, reach out to them, see who they're voting for, encourage them to vote, because that is pretty crucial. A lot happens in that first few months. The next one is this little handout. It's the Farmers Market Outreach for Bernie Sanders awareness. We have this, it's this small little handout you can keep on you at all time. You can grab a few. We'll make more. Yeah,
Where's those ones?
They're not on there. Just kidding. Oh,
I
got the wrong one. Just kidding. There's the little ones. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, this is the right one. Sorry for the confusion. This is the, I was like, well, we'll use it at other places aside from the farmers market. So, bi-monthly meeting calendar. So, it's small, you can keep it on you. I would have loved to have it the other day. I was at the grocery store and I had a Bernie Sanders sticker on my car, and somebody just came up and talked to me and asked, like, oh, where'd you get your sticker? I want to get involved. And same thing happened. We were at the farmers market and someone came up and talked to us, and we got our email. But this way, you can hand it to people, and hey, we're having meetups this time. Come join us. So those are pretty handy. The last handout is the Washington State Democrats 2016 caucus and convention cycle. And this just has all of our information for the Washington State caucus. So that's pretty important stuff.
One thing that should be added to this cycle is the state convention.
Right.
It's the state convention that delegates to the national convention were chosen.
And that's highlighted, if you look back your sheet, and the front of that sheet, and it's on there.
Right here. Okay.
And then,
I didn't see the back.
yeah. And then the national convention is in Philadelphia, and just so you know, I actually signed up to volunteer to attend. You do not have to be the voting member for the caucus, you can actually volunteer for the convention if you're interested. It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I've already put feelers out to see if anybody I can stay with. I usually have family everywhere I go, but not Philadelphia. But anyway, so you can actually sign up for that. Just wanted to mention it. Okay.
You're good, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what our current kind of plan of action is right now, and then we'll have a little bit of a break. We'll leave it. So our current plan of action right now is to reach out to Whatcom with we're calling them breakout groups. So they're smaller groups with specific objectives in spreading the message of Bernie Sanders campaign. So the smaller groups we have letter to the editor writers, and that, I can't remember, they're all on these tables back here. We have canvassers, precinct captains, and registering people to vote. So that's one group. Then we have visibility in the community, that's another group. And visibility in the community is being at farmers markets, food co-op locations, community events, talking to people, have maybe tabling, we're getting things like that lined up. And the last one is fundraisers. Brownies, we've got the brownie mix in a jar, Go Bananas for Bernie in a jar, and that's the banana bread in my feed. So, delicious.
Thank you.
But I mean, other ideas might be garage sales, candy sales, cookie dough, comedy and music events, which we are in contact with people about using a venue for something like that, which is pretty neat. So thank you, Chris. The profits from these fundraisers we want to bring them back to us. We want to get people shirts. If people can't afford shirts, we want to buy you some. That's things like that, and cost, reimbursing costs for anyone who is investing money into this campaign. We are also looking for, and if anyone has it, you can talk to Florence or myself after. We're looking for somebody who has a 501(c)(3), C4, or C10, which is it's legislation for a nonprofit. So you have a nonprofit because we are trying to.
Don't you have to be careful with that, with the political involvement?
No.
Because there's a 501(c)(3), you can't be involved politically, can you?
Oh yeah, because the campaign itself has one. My
I thought that was a
alternative
different
is to contact
classification.
the campaign. I talked to the man who owns Northwest, sorry.
No, you're good.
I talked to the man today who owns Northwest Fundraising. And I wanted to use somebody local in Washington State, and he told me that most of his campaign made between $50,000 and $70,000. He would set it up so that the website is where everybody would go to actually purchase whatever items they wanted throughout the Northwest catalog, which I actually have. And he said he needs to have a nonprofit organization to do it because he doesn't want to pay the taxes. I want to. The funds would then be given to the organization or to me, whoever we set it up with. And he can set it up for me immediately. Okay? And I talked to him very early this morning. So his catalog is 25 pages big, but like I said, we would give out the address and you can order from around the country, which is why I thought maybe I would contact the campaign and see if they wanted to set it up. And then we would funnel all of the orders through and the money would go right to the campaign. So that's why I'm looking for a nonprofit, 501(c)(3), 4, and 10. Anybody know anybody, just let me know. We'll try to go. So that's another,
Yeah, that's another option as well.
that's another option.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know more about them than I do. So, other opportunities we have, and we're not working on, we're not doing small breakout groups for these because this is something that we can encourage individuals to do. Art, social media. We have a few social media pages. We have Walk for Bernie, Bellingham for Bernie, Walk in Bellingham for Bernie.
Washington for Bernie.
Yeah,
We counted them, there's 7,000 Bernie pages on
yeah,
Facebook.
there's a
right?
lot.
That's a lot.
It's a big yeah. Talking to your friends, self-advertisement, wearing your shirts, having bumper stickers. We're also talking about getting some political action communities on campuses. I'm at Western. We're trying to get in contact with some people at Wacom, maybe BTC, things like that. And then there's others. I know Jim was talking about. It's a social media wave towards Debbie at the
I was going to
DNC.
talk about,
Yeah.
There's a big thing happening nationally tomorrow and Friday. It's called Firestorm. And we're firestorming DNC's headquarters and Debbie Weiser's phone number, her house, her email. We're going to blanket her. And what it is I've posted a link for the event on all 3 local pages. You just go there, don't have to leave your computer, you just send a tweet every hour or a Facebook message every hour or an email every hour. And we're doing it for 2 days. And by the end of Friday, we're hoping Debbie wakes up and goes, guess I need to do something about this. Because if everybody remembers, Monday she announced she was changing the debate schedule. Well, as of yesterday when we contacted her, there is no plans to change the debate schedule.
So that's what we're tweeting.
That's what the whole action is tomorrow and Friday is to get her to change her views and have a debate next week and see how quick he'll disappear.
Is there a Facebook event for that?
Yes, there is. I'll post it on all the pages.
Okay, let's go ahead and draw the pages. So,
May I just want to piggyback on what you just said. I got clarification today because I did a meeting for Bernie, and they're asking that we not use his name at all.
Yeah, you can't hashtag his name or feel the burn, no hashtags with anything with burn.
And no memes. And this is specifically to call for Debbie Wasserman Schultz's resignation as the head of the DNC because there's a history with her and Hillary. They were very good friends, and she's limiting the number of debates. They want to increase the number of debates. So the Facebook page is very thorough. I did not read it very well. The woman who's organizing this event was very generous with me, patient with me, but we are not supposed to be using Bernie. We're not supposed to reference Bernie at all. This is a democratic effort to address her shortcomings as the leader.
Yeah, this isn't a Bernie sanctioned event. This is a bunch of Democrats that got together and said we're tired of her.
Right.
And if you go to the event, there's a long list of, they give you example tweets, example emails, and what not to put. No hashtag in it. You can't hashtag Field Burn. They don't want Bernie associated with this at all. They want this as just a normal Democrat.
Okay, cool. So we'll share that on Facebook and people keep an eye out for it. So before we have our break, I'm going to let you know what's going to happen when we get back. We're going to do, maybe 5 to 10 minute break. I'll let you know. You can go to the restroom, get food, get water. You can look at the sign-up sheets. And what I want us to do is look around, find a sign-up sheet, maybe a table that you're most interested in. You can sign up for multiple. You don't have to sign up for one group. But sign up for a group that you're maybe most interested right now, or you feel like you have the most resources you can bring to that group right now. And you can bring your chairs over to that table, and when we get back, we're going to be talking in those smaller groups. So I'll give more direction when we get back, though. Does that make sense? Okay. Is there any questions?
There's one more event on the 20th, or not an event, there's one more effort on the 20th, and you'll see it on Facebook. If you get some washable paint from the hobby store, people are putting Bernie slogans on their cars, and it's on Saturday.
Try and look at my car right now. It's
They
all
just want you
Bernie.
to take Sunday drives on Saturday with Bernie written all over your car and wave and honk and do whatever. So that's another, and that's going to be happening nationwide as well.
Yeah. And we've got a chocolate block sign up over there too.
Oh, we're gonna still do that even though it's over? That was the event on the day of
Yeah,
the
it's the
Seattle
day of the
thing.
rally, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could though. We could still
Yeah,
do
we
a
could.
talk.
I think we could build awareness, especially if we're canvassing, we're trying to get out information and get people.
People
To go someplace to then say, hey, you know what, these people are here to see you.
Yeah, somebody like that, and you do a lot of fish.
Oh, did
Is there something at the fair? Is there anything going on at the fair? The Democrats have a booth there.
Yeah, we have a booth there, and we got, this at the booth. We put 20 of them out, and then they run out. So this is,
Right.
this is, leaflet.
Yeah, they got on the website. You should definitely check.
No.
I think it's really good. So they can't take a position.
Yeah, so they say, people are asking for information. I don't know if anybody does.
That's up to
I mean, they were reluctant.
copying it, like, you were in this, you know, there's a trial in there, like, you figured out the wild, and then, yeah, it was kind of cheap.
Oh, you don't have to.
groups. Not this table here, this is just some other information, but either this table, the farmer's market, that table, the canvassing phone calls, precinct captains, or the fundraising and events back there. So, so I want you to pick one for now that you're most interested in at this time. When you get settled in the groups, maybe share, discuss ideas you have, skills, resources that you might have that you could bring to that group. And we also want you to decide amongst yourselves for maybe a chair, a team chair, or maybe 2 team chairs, depending on how big you think the group might be or how many leaders you might need. The purpose of the small groups is so you can support each other and ideas. You'll also need events sometimes because canvassing is not always sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. No, it's sometimes. Yeah, it's fun. Everybody. Canvassing is the best. That was joking. And then the purpose of the team chair is to delegate responsibility and to also give the groups the power to organize as well, so you don't have somebody kind of over your shoulder making sure you're doing things. But we also want to hold people responsible. So the team chair will be reporting to groups and reporting to the group in further meetings. Okay, so that's just kind of an overview of what you're getting yourself into. Yes.
Are we going to get a list of everybody, everyone that's here?
Yeah.
Numbers and contact?
Yeah.
Because I just had a couple of things. If there's a light function, we have that big banner.
Yeah.
And I also have some big rear window decals.
Yeah, which
Did I sell it at a loss for $20 each?
Mm-hmm.
With their big burning decals on it, so you see the photo. But, yeah, I got one on the car outside. If anybody wants one.
Yeah.
I have 7 left.
And I think you posted them on the page.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're nice.
They're very nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. Okay, so then we'll break up and talk in the smaller groups for about 10 to 15 minutes. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay. So if you do have any questions once you're there, raise your hand. Myself, Lawrence will be popping around, seeing what people are doing. So. Okay, so you can take your chair, spin it, everything's on wheels, except for the chairs in the back, those are not on wheels, but
events.
That's a whole level. I'm paranoid.
Just getting it so I got a better camera view because we're recording this.
Oh, cool.
Well, we're trying to record all the little meetings like this across, so we can use them for training videos when we get into, because we're doing training shows once a week, like training people for practice training for. That's one thing I want to kind of promote if we get time later, is during the 2016 TV, because there's going to be all kinds of training stuff going on there.
Well, and Lauren is affiliated with Women for Bernie.
Yeah.
And they're having her do videos. So that's something else.
Yeah, I'm learning about this. Vets project, where we're collecting videos. We're going to do a vet show every Saturday. We're doing training shows, how to organize and all this stuff. So we're trying to get all these recording.
I don't know. I see what's to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was like this. Because it's
So that's my network. Yeah, Bernie.
Everybody does, it is a good message. Do it before it's done.
Sure. No. Thank you very much. So,
They do this, sure, and start out possible, going to see everybody that's fighting. I paused because my grades on something that I realized, oh, man, how to watch it, understand, but it's kind of like staff I led. And staff sometimes might be something silly, spend, there's teachers or trainers that may not just go up to somebody and give them a mic.
sure.
As we go through all this now, and because we millennials so engaged with those,
Sure.
make sure all this, and concrete experiment, media experiment, it's on YouTube. We already got always a state, just and so, you know, you can, so like, I mean, amongst the, in this case, talk about maybe like things over there. Right, no, she's not out there. So this is,
I feel the exact opposite. It's harder to articulate how, but it's Bernie was only
and not only these numbers, they have dates for our meetings.
sure. One of the three is a
Wait, I don't know where they're saying.
It's on Wednesday. Yeah, it looks like Wednesday.
Nobody else is
Let me know if you're going to decide to get somebody to share.
Sure. Sure,
So, do you see it? Okay, yeah, that's, I just created a specific Bernie document where he knows. They don't like my all that stuff, so, but, so you'll.
Sure,
probably get an email sometime this weekend.
Oh,
Also, maybe it's
When we get to the finance, we have to understand that it's our table. Sure, yeah, well, that's why it's always like this. So.
I am right here.
And that's what we're gonna have.
Putting personality in this organizational.
Well, that's the thing, I think that's the hardest part of people that organize this is.
Yeah.
There was an office.
Yes, I saw your scene.
And so, this is completely different control, like, overly.
So this one
Yeah,
is all of that.
One person on the credit, one person on the credit card. Look at the fees. But they don't have any money in this, there is a big event coming up. September 8th, Bernie's birthday. We're doing the donate.
Is there a lot of issues with Bellingham County right now? You know, it's something we it's also, I mean, I have a statement, you know, what you see, you know, in order to so if that's, the town I ran in, so under that, so it's very exciting.
So, I think it's a great idea.
Bipartisan issue that I see you in Panama, and I was like,
situation.
So that, that's what we're talking about. I'm worried
It's not only organized people, there will be a line.
So, I mean, so there's a lot of places
So we're going to wrap it up. You can stay and chat with people if you want to, but we're going to wrap it up. It's almost 8:30. So I just wanted to thank everyone for coming and thank Lawrence for hosting, Lawrence and Mike for hosting. Thank Bob and Jim. Still talking. Bob and Jim and Chris and everyone and Joey for getting the ball rolling. And we'll see you hopefully all on in September 2nd. I wanted to say third, September 2nd, 7 o'clock at Black Dog Coffee. All right. Thank you.
One other thing real quick. If everybody would go to YouTube and pull up Bernie 2016 TV and subscribe to his channel, we do stream almost all his rallies live. So you can't get enough of Bernie, we'll give you enough of Bernie. Plus we have TV shows on there about live TV shows, training for caucus and training for primaries and all that stuff. If you could do that, that'd be awesome.
All right, thank you.